Hey? Yes? Oh. Yeah, OK. I'm coming. Good boy, Tacky. Give it to me. Here he comes. Ooh, good boy. There he is. Go on, darling.
Oh, look at the queue. Oh, no. Edith's in her element.
Nothing like an epidemic to get Edith on the go.
Hey, did you see that? Cheek. He pushed up. He can't do it. Go on, Poppy, tell him.
What?
Go and tell him. Go and tell him. He pushed it. That. He pushed his Pop. Cheek, wasn't he?
Excuse me, no.
Look, mate, I just stepped out this queue to take this one to the lab. Call her nature. Now, do you want to make something of it? Do you want a sore head as well as a sore arm?
No, no, fine. As long as you've explained the situation.
Oh, Pop. Don't take it, Pop. Don't take it off him. Go on, don't you stand up.
All right, leave it to me. Leave it to me. I'll sort it out. Well, it may be just the hot weather, but it's a bit chancy, I think, leaving them in the queue with all the other kids.
Better have a word with Dr. Carey. What about the rest of the family?
Victoria and the twins, they were done at school, right? Charlie, well, he always had his done regular when he was at the tax office. And, well, Primrose, she's not here. She's in France visiting her friend.
Oh, brave girl. I hear the water's undrinkable.
All right, just wait a moment and you shall see what you shall see.
Larkin, Charlton, come forward, please.
We've had an absolutely splendid turnout. Even our centenarian, old gamekeeper Dobbs, 104's had his scratch. Do you know, he remembers when smallpox claimed the lives of thousands of people before the turn of the century.
Those were the days.
It must have been absolutely ghastly. People were
Could you roll his sleeves up,
dropping like
please?
flies. You can't be too careful. Oh, by the way, the campsite's absolutely marvellous. Thank you both.
My sisters are tickled to bits and sleeping in tents on their own doorsteps. They can't wait to get under canvas.
Dr. Carey?
Yes.
This is the Larkin family.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, yes, the children with the rash. There you go. Right, let's have a look.
Yes, certainly. Here,
nice
here
big
he is.
boy.
Yeah.
Let's have a look, then. Whereabouts? Seems to have, cleared up. What, on both of them? Well, it was probably only
Prickly
story
heat.
Come on, you lot. These are as hard as high as they can go. Come on, you lot! Get down here and fill in. You lot, get back up there in the sick bay. Come on, keep this exercise going. Best thing there is after jabs. Help circulate the blood. Lacey, you're flagging. And you, come here. Come here when I say. You'll never build up muscle that way, Larkin. You're puny, what are you? I said, what are you?
Puny.
Puny what?
Puny, sir.
That's better. We'll soon have you acting like a sailor, Larkin, even if your name is Montgomery. Get fell in.
Just go through, Mr. Tilley. Find a cubicle, and a doctor will come and give you the vaccinations.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Doctor. Wasn't too painful. Good. Now, look, you might experience a little bit of inflammation over the next day or two. It's nothing to worry about. Just means that the vaccination's taken, that's all.
Does it have a bad effect with the babies?
Oh, no.
Oh, well, that's good news then.
Right, good one.
Right.
You know, it actually can be more painful for adults.
Really?
Yeah, particularly swelling under the armpits.
The armpits, eh?
Yep.
Sounds to me as though the cure's worse than the sickness.
He practically went to the floor! Just a tiny wee little scratch!
all muscle and no marrow. Now tell him, the bigger they are, the harder they draw. Sir. He sounds as though he's in trouble, look. His engine's conked out.
Maybe you managed to land.
Yeah, maybe. Here, Mom. Hold that, will you? You two stay here. I'm going to take a look.
Can't see anything. No.
What, Herm?
Oh, glad to see you're in one piece. Thought I might find a pile of scrap.
Yeah, very nearly pranged.
Yes, I saw you coming over those trees there, Circle. Nearly knocked a few conkers off, didn't you?
Absolutely, old man.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the lady lifted a skirt when I asked her.
Oh.
Bit of bother with a blocked fuel pipe. Fill her up with some cheap French aviation muck. Algerian, actually. Over in the Touquet. None too well filtered sometimes.
You know, I was just...
Oh, bad luck on that.
As long as you're okay, sir, that's the main thing, isn't it?
Oh, tip-top. I've been in worse scrapes, you know.
Yeah?
Up there in 1940.
You in the Battle of Britain, sir?
Absolutely.
Oh, how marvellous. Tell me something.
Would you be so kind as to pass me those long-nosed pliers?
Peter, long-nosed?
Jolly decent of you, Mr.
It's Larkin. Sir, Sidney Larkin.
Ah, Wing Commander Honeyman. Honey to my chums.
Here you, sir. Wing Commander, eh? Still in the Air Force, then, sir?
Oh, heavens no. Hang on to the Winko handle, that's all. Comes in useful with bank managers and hotel clerks, know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I get your drift, sir. Well, this is very nice. Very nice to see one of these up close. Nice-looking little kite, I believe you call them, sir.
When she flies. You haven't by any chance seen any rozzers around?
Police? Would you like me to get them for you, sir?
Heavens no, last thing I want. Always a fuss when a plane makes an emergency landing. And the custom boys come running like hounds, sniffing after the fox. As a matter of fact, you could do me a favour, huh?
Well, how do you mean, sir?
Have you got a vehicle?
Oh, yes, I have. I've got my truck. It's in the lane down there, sir.
First class. See, I need to lose a bit of weight for takeoff. You see those crates? They're not really that heavy. Just some kitchen utensils I bought in France. Well, they always make the best kitchen stuff, don't they? But every ounce might count. Now, is there any chance you could take them over to my place on your truck?
Yes, of course I could, sir. I'd have to take my family home first. Where is your place?
This is appalling. Can't we even rehearse without Mrs. Mops mopping and chatting and ruddy hoovering?
Now, Desmond, remember, these ladies, they have a job to do. They're only getting paid $2 bob an hour.
Far too much. Far too much. And what's this? Another country bumpkin comes our way? Wipe the muck off your boots, I hope.
Desmond.
What can I do for you?
Sorry, yeah, I just come to deliver some boxes.
A delivery? Didn't you read the notice? Tradesman's entrance round the back. Don't know their place, these rustics.
Look, I'm sorry about this. He's in a bad mood.
He hasn't had his lunch yet. And you've got a nasty hangover.
Shut up. Yeah, look, excuse me, I'm sorry, but I've only just come to deliver some boxes, that's all.
Well, yes, there's the very man. Fred, who spent most of the morning reading The Sporting Life and phoning bets.
I'm sorry you ran into this age at first. What can I do for you, sir?
It's just that I've got some boxes on the back of my truck. I've got to deliver. They're kitchen utensils from France, I believe.
Oh, right. We'll go on and load them now.
Oh, right, good. It's just that I bumped into the wing commander on the well,
Caw, what a pong.
Shh.
Ow!
Sorry.
Charlie.
We're nearly there. There's some nettles over here.
Oh, no.
No, you've missed them. It's all right.
Can't I open them yet?
No, we're nearly there. All right. You can open your eyes. No. Well?
Well, what? We're in Mrs. Kintley's hop garden.
Mm-hmm. And our bungalow's just over there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since her husband died, Mrs. Kintley's been renting out her fields to other farmers. But her capital's running a bit low. So Mrs. Kintley and I have done a little deal. You and our son are looking at the prospective owner of our very own hop garden.
Charlie! That's wonderful! You didn't tell me!
Ow.
Oh, sorry.
Come back!
Oh, Charlie.
Hello, Mrs. Kintley.
Charlie just told me the news. It's wonderful.
However, I'm afraid we're trespassing.
Nonsense, as far as I'm concerned, Mr. Charlton. The up garden is yours. And that seems to be yours, too.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
See, your governor's fixed his engine, then?
Oh, a dab hand with a spanner. Wouldn't catch me flying in that bucket.
Huh?
Too many screws loose. Like the pilot.
Yes. There you are, Wico. Well, there you are, sir. All your batteries de cuisine, sir. All safe and sound.
Absolutely bang on, Larkin. You struck me as a dependable type.
Thank you, sir. So, you managed to get the old kite aloft then, sir?
Piece of cake. And no sign of the enemy. Now then, one good turn, as they say. Do you, smoke cigars, Mr. Larkin?
Oh, yes, yes. So I'm very partial to a good cigar, sir. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Box of Monte Cristos for Mr. Larkin, Fred. Well, you had it. Fetch him a bottle of scotch. It'll be a pleasure.
Oh. Thank you. That's very nice of you, sir. I wonder, could you make that a bottle of brandy, sir, if it's possible? Because I'm very, very low on brandy.
5-star, Fred?
Thank you. Very good of you, sir. Thank you very much.
Mr. Larkin, there's a horse called Blue Moon Sure Sing, Monday, 3:30, Pontefract.
Pontefract, 3:30. Well, thank you very much, Fred. Thank you.
Perhaps you and your family would care for an evening at the club. Dinner and floor show? As my guest, of course.
That's very generous of you, sir. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, yeah. All the family, you said? Well, look forward to that. We like a nice night out.
3 new sleeping bags made by my own fair hand.
Thanks,
Using
Mum.
ya. One for you, Petunia.
Thanks, Mum.
And Victoria.
I remember this old quilt.
Eh?
I was sick on it.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Mrs. Charlton.
Oh, no, that's my daughter, Mariette.
Marcus Cope.
You do?
Actually, it was Mr. Charlton I should have wished to have spoken to.
Oh, well, you want the bungalow. That's just over there behind those trees. But you can't go that way. You'll have to turn round here. Then you go back up the lane, turn right. Then you go on a bit, and then there's a field with a horse in it. You go right there. Then there's a dip. It sort of floods when it rains. And then it's sort of ahead of you, really, in the trees. You can't miss it.
Oh, thank you so very much.
Oh, it's you! You're the one. How's your arm?
Ed?
Well, what can I do for you?
I heard you were up this way, around dinner time.
Me? No, not me, no.
Oh, a bus driver. Old Harry Fagg, you know.
Yeah, I know.
He reckons he thought he saw you parked in the lane up here.
No, I must have been mistaken, because I haven't stopped since I got up first thing this morning.
At the same time, he says he saw a plane land in a field just back there.
Plane then in the field, eh? Go on. What's this all about? Is it about this smallpox scare, then, is it?
Oh, no. These two gentlemen are customs officers.
There you do.
They think it may have been smugglers from France.
Really?
It's on the increase.
Oh. What is it they're smuggling?
The leprechauns have turned your kitchen utensils into booze and fags during the flight.
Yo, thanks, Fred.
Sorry I can't help you, gentlemen, but remember, in the words of Lord Nelson, England expects every man to pay his duty.
Thanks, Sid. Family keeping well?
Hey, oh, yes. Yes, perfect. All right.
For over a year, you see, I've been keen to do business with Mrs. Kintley. To purchase her farm, everything. Farmhouse, barns, cattle sheds, oast houses, all her fields, everything.
What's that got to do with us?
Charming young lady. I have had architects drawing up plans for the conversion of the oast houses and for the redevelopment of the surrounding land. And it has cost me a great deal of money.
Well, that must be one of the hazards of your business, Mr. Cope.
And then you come along, and she promises to sell you to Hopfield, right?
Garden.
Excuse me.
In Kent we call it Hop Garden.
Hop Garden. Thank you. She promises to sell you the Hop Garden right in the middle of the whole estate.
Yes, so that she can continue living in the farmhouse as she has done for over 50 years.
Such a foolish old woman.
Well, she happens to like the countryside the way it is. You see things differently.
I stand for progress. My solicitors have offered Mrs. Kintley a large sum, well in excess of anything she could hope for of a normal farm property transaction. She could retire to the Caribbean. But no, she refuses. She persists in her strange wish to stay on in her primitive abode.
Mr. Cope, will you please come to the point?
Ah, Mr. Charlton. I am prepared to offer you, what shall I call it? A non-involvement fee to pull out if I deal with you.
Do you mean a bribe?
Alas, Mr. Charlton, I have poor command of English. I do not understand such a power.
I'm afraid I can't accept your fee, Mr. Cope. This land is as good as mine.
Oh, not yet, Mr. Charlton. Not yet.
Hello there. How are we all? Oh, hello. How's your arm? All right? All right, Charlie boy?
Perfect, thank you, Pop. Mr. Cope is just leaving.
Oh. Think it over. You could sell your bungalow and buy a real house.
The kind you'd build?
Harriet said they were trying to scare you off.
Buy me off, Pop. Ill fares the land, to hastening ills a prey, when wealth accumulates and men decay.
Oliver Goldsmith, no?
Oh.
Well, the way I heard it down at the Hare and Hounds, his name is Marcus Kopechnik. Gobbledygook or some such funny name anyway. He's ex-Polish army officer turned property dealer. He was responsible for those nasty little shops down there in Ashford. Apparently he doles out more backhanders than Lou owed.
Earth is going on. No, girls. The slightest gust of wind and those terrible problems. Give me that mallet, Petunia. Just you driving me nuts. I don't know. This is how it's done. Like, put a bit of effort into it.
Come on, girls, unload the lorry there! Oh, Edith. Don't get your guy ropes in a twist. All shaping up, is it?
Well, it's not too bad. It's a ghastly stage, though. Have we picked the right campsite? Do we run the risk of being bitten to death by midges if it's humid, or flooded if it rains?
You make it sound like the Burma Road, Miss Pilchester.
The Burma Road. I like it. Yes. Come on then, you chindits. Come on, Burma Patrol.
Splendid, Mr. Charlton. A blue sheets and a shower. Thank you so much.
Right, well, I'll show you how the shower works, shall I?
Yes.
Now, where's Zinnia and Petunia? Would you fetch me a bucket of water, please, girls? I saw one just like this in a film about a Japanese prisoner of war camp. Now, what you do first is take the stirrup pump. Yes, stirrup pump, and fill the cistern from the galvanised bath full of water.
Galvanised bath.
Galvanised bath, but to save time, I'll use a bucket of water for now. Thank you very much, girls, and fill up the cistern with that.
It's done you proud, Charlie.
I'm afraid it's a little bit Heath Robinson-ish.
Oh, nonsense, it's just the job.
Bit of a backwoodsman's our Charlie boy.
Well, I didn't exactly have the same scope as a taxman. Now, Pop, if you'd pass me the adjustables.
Adjustable?
Adjustables. I'll slacken off the pivots and away we go. And once you've done this, Miss Pilchester, all you do is pull on that pole. Yes, that's one. No, not now!
I brought you a hot drink. In case you catch cold.
Well, thank you very much. It's very nice of
Me
you.
a cocoa, I'm afraid. We don't run to anything stronger. Oh, you look absolutely ghastly. Your shirt's wringing wet. Must light a fire and see if we can't dry it.
No. You haven't started the camp yet. Don't need to go to all that trouble for me.
Oh, nothing's too much trouble for you. Drying your shirt would be a pleasure.
Well, in that case, would you like a little thank you in advance?
Oh. Yes, please.
Here you are. Is there anything else that needs doing?
Come on, girls. How do you do anything with that fire? What's happening with the tea? Why aren't you two girls dressed? Quickly, off with you now. Quickly now, come along, girls. Take off the straw. Now you see the big pole method. Warmed in a straw pit overnight, it cooks slowly.
Oh, it's lumpy.
Breakfast nearly ready.
Just one today, Pop.
Oh, right. Thanks, Ernie. Oh, yes.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Cheerio.
Cheerio, Mum. There you go. God. What are they doing to you? That smells good.
Seems funny having breakfast without the kids.
All the more for us, eh?
Yeah. Ernie, bring us any post?
Yes, just one letter. Addressed to Mr. and Mrs. Sidney Larkin from Cadet Montgomery Larkin, HMS Davenport, Chatham.
Wow, Monty! You hear that, Oscar? Your brother's going to be a sailor.
Oh, here it is, Mark. Montgomery's first letter home.
Oh, so it is. Oh, bless him.
Come on, Mark. Hey, come on. Come on. Come on, don't take it like that. I'll tell you what. You read it first, eh? Go. Yeah. Yeah.
What was that?
Postman. It's arrived. Confirmation from Mrs. Kintley's solicitors on the sale of the hop garden.
Oh, Charlie. Me and Blenheim are really proud of you. A real Kent hop grower.
Yes, what we've got to do now is raise the money. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into the bank and take the manager out to lunch.
Right. Right, that new suit with the wide lapels looks smashing. White shirt, I think, always looks nice. I'll run the iron over it later. Hey, give him a call now.
Right. Do you think I should?
Go on.
We're starving!
It's going to be
Starving!
Oh, you hungry.
It was ghastly.
No, even so, it's not right to leave your friends. Right, I'll fry up a fresh lot.
Thank you.
Go on, through there. Go on, out the billiard room. Go on.
Sausages, please.
All right, sausages. Here we are. Tomatoes for you.
I want some.
And mushrooms. Here, I'll get the eggs.
Now then.
Oh, where are you off to now?
Where are you going now?
Better make breakfast for the whole troop. Don't look like Edith can cope.
Now, Mum and Dad won't be long, darling. Charlie, come on.
I can't do my tie.
Can't do his tie. But you'll have Edith and all the girl guys looking after you. No.
You know, I'm still not sure we should go. I remember the name Honeyman. It was on the list of local tax defaulters.
Oh, Charlie. Just because you've had lunch with the bank manager, you've become more moral.
Well, all I'm saying is it's dubious. Well, could be.
All right, then. Dubious. Maybe Pop did accidentally get involved in the smuggling. But he can't insult a Battle of Britain hero, can he? And besides, it's all on the house.
My God. You are Pop's daughter, aren't you?
Right, now we'd like to sing our favourite song, and I'm sure it's your favourite song. Barrington Betty from
Glass of champagne, get us in the mood.
Lovely. Duty free, is it?
Dimanche. Tastes all the sweeter. Bungo.
Well, cheers. Cheers. There you go.
Cheers.
Yeah, well, jolly good to see you, but I must scramble, I'm afraid. Our clubs begin to fill up. But choose anything you like for the menu.
Thank you very much, Winko.
Mr. Cope, how delighted.
I don't like this place. As Raymond Chandler would say, it has the whiff of moral turpitude.
Turpitude.
Oh, yes.
I'm Barrington Betty from
exercising their tonsils, weren't they, Desmond? Yes. Gin and tonsils? Drunken country yokels? Oh, that's very insulting, Desmond. Is it? Yes. Well, everyone insults them, silly. Even Charles Dickens. He said Kent was nothing but apples, cherries, and fat women. Yes? Yes. He said they don't have brains between the ears, they have hops. Desmond, I think you should say
I don't know how he puts up with that, dummy.
Now, before we go, a word
You can hardly get a word in edgeways, can he, eh?
A word of advice. Oh, yes. Remember, keep on driving, be careful, because a lot of people have been caught by accidents.
Let's keep moving.
Say good night, Desmond. Oh. Good night, Desmond. Well, thank you very much. Good night.
Oi! What? You were drunk again. You were slurring.
Rubbish. Wasn't me. It was Desmond. It most certainly was not. Yes, it was.
Look, I'm warning you. You go on later with your lips twitching like that and you're fired.
Drop dead.
Ah!
Oi, oi. What is this stuff anyway?
No, was it?
Very edible.
Good evening.
Oh.
Ladies, gentlemen.
Yeah, very ready.
Perhaps you've had a chance to think it over, Mr. Charlton.
I can't say that he has.
I believe I was addressing your son-in-law.
I'm afraid my answer's still the same, Mr. Cope.
But it doesn't make any sense to turn down my offer. You can always buy another hop field.
A garden.
Oh, hop garden, excuse me.
Mr. Cope,
Mr. Charlton.
why don't you find yourself a piece of land that would benefit from your kind of development? Perhaps in another county.
Oh, Mr. Charlton.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like the other side of the estuary, the Essex marshes. No, all you need is a little bit of drainage, you know.
It's very droll.
Yeah, and we're very hungry, Mr. Kopnichik. You're interfering with a private party. Thank you.
Well, if you'll excuse me, ladies, gentlemen.
Well, he didn't like you using his real name, did he?
No, they never do. Well done, Charlie. Well done.
Shouldn't he be here by now?
Where is he?
He must have gone into the club, sir.
You look round out here. I'll check inside.
Righto.
Right, Mulcrone. Where's the rest of it?
Rest of what?
Money, Mulcrone. We saw you collected. We followed you here.
Oh, no, I just come here for a drink.
Don't give me that, Mulcrone. You're a safe cracker, a Peter man. Be out of your depth in a place like this. Search his car.
Sir.
Ah,
There you are. Steak.
Oh, what's that?
Shit. It's a bit all right, this, isn't it? Hey, come on. There you go. Look, come on, Charlie boy. Get that down, yeah? I'll order another bottle.
You sure we should? The wing commander's been awfully generous.
He did everything on the house, didn't he,
That's right, yeah. It'd be rude not to have another bottle.
Wait, another one, please.
I wouldn't mind the empty bottles. Look lovely as table lamps.
Oh, I love this tune. Reminds me of Humphrey Bogart. Imagine if he was in this club, eh? Mean, tough, scared of nobody.
Here's looking at you, kid.
That's amazing. Oh, wasn't it good? Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, you say that. Oh, hey, oh, them, yeah. Yeah. I can get used to this, you know. Next thing you know, that we'll be in them gossip columns.
What?
Yeah, I can just see it now. Here is a picture of Sid and Flo Larkin living it up in the Ace of Clubs. Thank you very much. Yes, it's all right, love. It's on the house. It's on. No, Wing Commander Honeyman. He said everything's on the.
That's
yes.
fine, Jenna.
Oh, here he is, Fred. Fred.
Good evening, sir.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Fred. Thank you very much for the tip on that horse. I did very well out of that.
Very nice to see you again, Mr. Larkin. Especially with your lovely companion.
Oh, you haven't met Ma, have you? Ma, Flo, this is Fred. Fred, this is Flo.
How do you do, ma'am?
No, Fred, come and sit down, have a drink.
Oh.
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 I know nothing about this whatsoever. Believe me, I've never seen him before.
No sign of the
Excuse
bag,
me,
sir.
I'm talking to man.
He can't have gone into the club with it. We were right behind him.
Right.
I don't know who he is.
Do you know most of your customers quite well, do you, sir?
Well, of course, Inspector. They haven't to be members or guests of members to drink after hours. Look here, what's the info?
2 weeks ago, there was a wages snatch at a nylon stocking factory in Peckham Rye. The thieves blew a safe and got away with nearly £30,000. We believe Barry Mulcrone was the ringleader. Been following him for days.
And you think he came here with the proceeds?
We're almost certain he was here for a share-out with an uncle.
His uncle?
No. The man who lines his pockets without dirtying his hands. The backer who finances such jobs.
Well, this is a law-abiding club, Inspector. We don't encourage criminals. A cigar?
No, thank you.
Well, it certainly isn't me setting up these robberies. I can barely afford my own wage bill. Don't mind arranging to steal someone else's.
I'm worn out.
Sorry. Band just ran one number into another.
Well, I'm glad to see you getting your money's worth, Charlie boy. Getting your money's worth. That's a good one. Well, you know what I mean, in a manner of speaking.
Well, aren't you and Ma having a dance?
Oh, we don't dance to this rubbish.
Oh.
Well, we're not going till you have a dance.
No.
Now you talk.
Yeah.
Come on, then.
Oh, come on, let's dance again.
No, I can't do this kind of thing.
Right. Hey. Go on, go. Come on, right there. Right back.
That was nice.
Smashing, wasn't it?
It's really different, eh? Listen, I'll tell you what, can you hold on? I'll tell you what. I'll meet you out by the car, because I'm going to go and say thank you to the Winco for his hospitality.
Right.
Right.
I am driving us home.
Oh, hello, Fred. Right. Yeah. Winco! Winco, hey there. Sorry, it's just me. I just come to say thank you very much for your hospitality. Because, we're taking off.
Heading back to base, eh?
Yeah, we must fly. Jolly fine, sir. Jolly fine.
Roger and out. See you again, old man.
Yes, Mr. Larkin, see you again.
Oh, no. Oh, it won't be a waste of your time. Oh, yeah. You have an unsuccessful mission. Unsuccessful. You ought to choose a different target, old man. Hey? Hey, tally-ho! Tox away. Woo.
Is he gone?
Yes.
Right. Honey, old man, what did our friends in blue want?
Well, the chap they found and arrested was apparently involved in a robbery at Peckham Rye.
Really? Did you hear that, Martin?
They think he had the money with him, but they can't find it. Not that this has anything to do with me, of course. This is a respectable club.
Oh, I'm sure it is. However, Wing Commander, not that this robbery has anything to do with me. But if you hear one whisper about where that money might have got to, you contact me. Most immediate. Message received and understood. Roger?
Well,
Otherwise, Mr. Tilly here might have to cut off your little French imports.
Roger. And out.
It's the poor what gets the blame. It's the rich what gets the gravy. Ain't it all a blooming shame? Very, very good. I'll tell you what, I have a nice cocktail for us all to round it off when we get home.
Just as well Charlie has a good head for drink.
Careful, careful. Charlton, my good man, will you please drive gently over the bumps, as her ladyship's posterior is highly sprung.
I told you on the phone. Got something to tell you that might be useful.
Tea?
Could I have a whiskey?
At 10 in the morning. Well, this had better be good. Here you are. Happy? Please, begin.
It only came back to me this morning what happened last night.
He was blind drunk.
Well, I went outside for a breath of air between the shows. Nobody could see me where I was sitting, but I could see them.
What did you see?
Well, this bloke, he drove into the car park and took out a bag.
Yes.
And then he hid from two other men that arrived. But before they caught him, he got rid of the bag.
Where?
Well, he was hiding behind another car. It was an old car. Must have been vintage. It's yellow. A Rolls Royce, I think. Anyway, he must have put the bag in this other car just before they caught him.
Honey, which of your customers has a vintage yellow Rolls Royce?
Oh, that's the damnedest thing. Don't know anyone with an old crock like that. Certainly not a club member.
We're riding along on the crest of a wave, and the sun is... Oh, I don't know about you, Oscar, but that squeak is driving me mad. We want to drop a oil on it, that's what we want. And here is the oil. Now then. There. Here, we'll soon have that fit. Hello. I don't know. What is it? I'll have a look. Well, what have we got here, Oski Posky? Eh?
I make it £29,480.
29. I feel the need of a drink coming on. Oh. I mean, I think that everything seems to be coming to us from up there at the moment. I mean, when you think about it, first of all, there was that aeroplane, right? Yeah. And then there was that horse, that Silver Moon.
Silver Moon.
That got me 150 quid. And now we've got this hold all full of money falls right into our laps.
The question is, whose money is it? What kind of money?
What do you mean?
Well, honest or dishonest?
Well, I mean, I've never read nothing about it in the newspapers.
Nothing about it on the wireless.
Nothing on the telly.
Well, the obvious thing is to hand it in to the police.
What, just like that?
Yeah, there may be a reward.
Yes, maybe. And then again, maybe not. No. I have to think about this very carefully. And, not rush into things.
You surely don't intend keeping the money?
No safekeeping, Charlie boy, safekeeping. You know. That's what I mean. Look, why don't we all just sit down for a minute and I'll tell you what I think. Right. Come on, everybody take a seat. Now, what I think is that we ought to hang on to this for a day or two while we decide. And then in the meantime, if anything happens...
Stolen?
Well, we'll find out, won't we? Eh? Now, you see, the thing is this. Look, all right, supposing that is someone's life savings, and in that case, it goes back straight away. Yes. But just supposing that is funny money.
What's that?
Funny money, the sort of money that'll do nobody any harm if it never turns up again.
You mean put it in your own pocket?
No, I don't. I mean, put it in my own safe. Just for a while. Till we see what happens.
Sounds best.
Sounds great.
Sounds perfect.
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 Yeah.